Remember not too long ago when home sellers in New Braunfels were pretty much getting anything they asked for, and if they wanted your firstborn, they'd get that too. Guess what? The shoe is now moving to the other foot. Listen to this.
We are doing more incentives to entice people. If we need to get the price a little bit lower to get the deal done, I have that, autonomy to kind of back pocket money to get things done.
Who would have ever thought home sellers in New Braunfels and new construction builders in New Braunfels at the mercy of buyers now? Oh, shift. Today we're talking about the noticeably shifting housing market in New Braunfels, why it's happening, my take on how long it's going to last. Are we going to see a housing crash like we did in 2008? And what does all this shifting mean for you if you're thinking about moving to New Braunfels or if you're thinking about selling your home in New Braunfels? If you guys are new here to my channel, thank you so much for hopping on, because every week we try to put out relevant content just like this about what it's like to live in New Braunfels. Guys, the housing shift in New Braunfels is on. I mean, let's face it though, interest rates in the 2s and 3s were never going to last forever. Those rates were artificially put in place by the feds to help us all get through the pandemic. And in April, we started noticing rates rise noticeably. And now we're in the 5s and sometimes touching the 6. Now you could consider that a normal market because we saw those numbers, we saw those rates a few years ago, not really going back that far at all. But we've become spoiled with the 2s and the 3s, and it helped us purchase more house. We can afford more house. Our monthly payment was lower. Not the case anymore. And as a result, some families are having to put their plans to move to New Braunfels on hold for right now. And we have sounds of silence in new build sales offices in the New Braunfels area. Listen to one of my phone calls to one of our builders here.
Good afternoon, sir.
How you doing?
It's quiet. Very quiet.
You can hear crickets?
You can hear crickets.
Are mortgage applications down in New Braunfels?
I would say, in general, yes.
Partially because of what you just heard on that phone call, our inventory of available homes for sale in New Braunfels has doubled since this time last year. But let's pump on the brakes, guys, a little bit, because we're still only at 1.5 months of inventory. Now, a seller's market is still considered 1 to 3, 1 to 4 months of available homes for sale. A neutral market, 4 or 5 months. And a buyer's market is considered 6+ months of available homes for sale. So we're still in a seller's market, but we have more options now because our inventory is increasing. And I'll let you know what that means if you're a seller or a buyer in the New Braunfels area in just a second. No mystery here, guys. The higher interest rates has caused buyer demand for New Braunfels to drop off, which is why we're starting to see homes sit on the market 2 weeks more than they did last year at this time. And active listings are up in New Braunfels, something we haven't seen in a couple of years. But a lot of that has to do with the builders, the new construction home builders, finally being able to catch up with their product and completing their homes. Take a look at the shift in real time in New Braunfels. Last year, all these homes in the area would have sold in hours or 2 or 3 days max. This year, they're still sitting on the market. So, happy days are here again for buyers, right? Not necessarily the case, guys. Take a look at our median home price right now in New Braunfels. It's up $9,000 from last month. But wait, how can this be? Well, keep in mind, we have 1.5 months of inventory, which is still considered low inventory in any market. And we still have demand from families who want to be in New Braunfels. Look at our closed sales, up 6.5% from last year. The key is this. When sellers in New Braunfels price their home right out of the gate, at or below market value, that house is going to sell. If that house is overpriced coming out of the gate, it will sit on the market. Take a look at this house, guys. It was priced accurately right out of the gate at market value, and as a result, it went under contract in 2 days for $10,000 over the asking price. Now, only one offer and not multiple offers, which is a shift from last year. We're not seeing a ton of resale homes hit the market in the New Braunfels area, guys, because for the simple fact that, well, when a seller sells, likely they're going to have to move into a new home with a higher mortgage rates unless they're paying in cash. Speaking of cash, it is still king, even more so this year. Take a look at this house in New Braunfels in Vintage Oaks, this new build. We were able to get this home for our family at a lower price because they're paying in cash, and the builder accepted our offer. But this same house would have sold last year at frame stage. This year, it went under contract when it was practically finished. Builders still need to move their product. I mean, they need liquidity. They need to sell these homes, or else you get eerily quiet communities.
We haven't had hardly any walk-ins. We missed our sales last month by 20. We are going to miss our sales this month by more than that.
That is the blunt force reality of many new construction home sales offices in the New Braunfels area. And because of that, because of the higher interest rates and the homes sitting on the market, it's causing new home builders to get a little bit more creative to sell homes.
We do plan on doing a rate buy-down program to where we, I don't even know, I think we give like $15,000 to buy the rate down, whatever that does. If you have buyers looking at specific
Okay.
price point, I can get a discount.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't know how much. I can just, they gave it to me to get a deal done last weekend. And I asked, I was like, you know what, let's try it. And I got the deal done because they gave me a discount.
Discounts? I can't believe I'm saying that word, but that's where we are right now in the New Braunfels housing market. Now, do I think we're going to go back to the 2s and 3s the rest of the year? Heck no, we're not going to go back to the 2s and the 3s the rest of the year. We're going to be in the period, I think, of let's make a deal, because the feds plan on raising rates a few more times this year, and they have to slow down spending even more if they feel a need to, and to head off inflation. Do I think there's going to be a housing market crash in New Braunfels? Not at all. Why? Homeowners, 1/3 of homeowners here are free and clear on their mortgage. Another 2/3 have at least 10% equity in their homes, and you only need 6-7% to close on your house. Now, where that changes is, let's say homeowners start to tap into their homes even more because of inflation, or wanting to spend more money on their house, or whatever the case may be. Then they treat their houses like an ATM, like homeowners did leading up to 2008. Then we go from oh shift to oh. But for now, keep in mind, if you plan on moving to the New Braunfels area, you have more options, more homes available for you, and you have more negotiation power as well. Take a look at this home. We were able to put our buyers under contract, under asking price. So if you guys are thinking about pushing forward right now and moving to the New Braunfels area, I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. You can email me, you can call me, or you can shoot me a text. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching these videos. We'll see you on the next one.